Next we go. Puller returned to Pavuvu to find a new stir in the camps. The Allied landings in France were expanding. The new B-29s had begun to bomb Tokyo. Saipan had fallen. Whole fleets of cargo ships had brought the 1st Division new equipment to Pavuvu, and there was word of an independent role for the Marines in a new operation. General MacArthur would follow his own southern course on an island hopping, but the Corps would stab into the Central Pacific. Puller could hardly conceive of the scope of the new Marine Corps, which he had known to as a force of a mere 19,000 in his pre-war days. There were now 5 divisions and a brigade in the Pacific and another division in training in California, well over 100,000 men. In late July, on that same day, Franklin Roosevelt and Harry Truman were nominated for the coming elections back home. Marines landed on Guam. A few days after, Lewis got the news. Lieutenant Colonel Sam Puller had been killed, shot through the heart by a machine gunner's bullet. His intimates notice a new reserve in the colonel in these days, but it was not long before still another false report was added to the growing Puller legend. Marines whispered that, when he got word of Sam's death, he had said grimly, "Those who live by the sword must die by the sword." The loss of Sam had in fact touched Lewis deeply. He covered it with silence and a hurried turning to other topics when officers spoke of his brother's death. On Pavuvu, the division intensified its work and sweated at war games on the beaches and in the palm groves. There was a new watchword: Peleliu, the next target. So, yep. His brother, Lieutenant Colonel Sam Puller, was killed, and he got word of that. Only 100,000 Marines. That might seem like a lot, but that's not a lot when you consider what the tasks that they had before them.